Yo, what's going on, guys? And of course, we got to do the Atlanta Hawks off-season preview for 2026. I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comments section. What do you guys think and why? What is your projection, expectation, and outlook for this team? I'd like to hear what you guys have to say down below. And yeah, let's get right into it. The Atlanta Hawks, 46-36 this season, and it's incredible after trading away Trae Young. This team went on a tear. They have the number 7th pick currently, most favorable Milwaukee and New Orleans, and number 22 from Cleveland, and the 57th pick from Boston. They have almost a 7% chance, 6.8%, of getting the number 1 pick. They have Gabe Vincent, CJ McCollum as unrestricted free agents with their bird rights, a team option on Jonathan Kuminga, who more than likely will have that decline. Jock Landale is an unrestricted free agent, a team option on Mo Gay, Tony Bradley, and Keen Wallace are free agents, while Keen Wallace will be a restricted one. Caleb Houston, Christian Koloklu are both unrestricted. The Hawks roster gives them the personnel to build off of their best regular season since 2015-16. The January trade that shipped Trae Young to DC for CJ McCollum and Corey Kesper gave the Hawks not only financial breathing room, but also cleared an on-court identity heading into the next season. The Hawks posted the 4th best record after the All-Star break, trailing only San Antonio, Oklahoma City, and Boston. They finished the season ranking 3rd in both points off turnovers and fast break points. And since January 11th, Atlanta went 27-15 and locked in the 8th best defensive rating. Atlanta has 11 players under contract next season, including All-Star and potential All-NBA player Jalen Johnson, 2026 Most Improved Player of the Year, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, starters Dyson Daniels and Onyeka Okongwu also remain under contract on cost-controlled deals. 5th starter CJ McCollum will be hitting free agency. Since the Young trade, the Hawks starting 5 of McCollum, Daniels, Johnson, and Okongwu posted a plus 21.4 net rating over 100 possessions per cleaning the glass. That ranked 2nd among all lineups that logged at least 500 possessions together. More importantly, Atlanta joins Oklahoma City as the only playoff team holding lottery picks in June. The Hawks control the most favorable first-round picks, as I mentioned earlier, between Milwaukee and New Orleans. Atlanta also owns the Cleveland Cavaliers first-rounder. The Hawks sit as a good, financially positioned team. No player under contract next season makes more than $31 million. That's financial flexibility at its best. Kuminga, who's making $24.3 million if that team option gets picked up, which I doubt, and Buddy Hield's but partially guaranteed deal. The Hawks have until June 29th to pick up his option, and only 3 of Buddy Hield's $9.7 million salary is currently protected. If both players return this offseason, Atlanta will still sit $36 million below the luxury tax line. The Hawks will likely have their $15 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception available, even if they bring back McCollum. Atlanta also carries 4 trade exceptions: $11 million, $6.7 million, $4.5 million, and $2.3 million. The draft, CJ McCollum and Jonathan Kuminga are things that this team needs to figure out. Those are the big questions, the ones that need to be answered. The trade with New Orleans to move back in last year's draft from 13 to 23 landed Atlanta the most favorable first-round pick between Milwaukee and New Orleans, and the Bucks and Pelicans each landing in the league's bottom 10, or bottom 10, I guess would be the right way of saying that. The Hawks will enter the lottery with a 29.3% chance of jumping into the top 4. Even if Atlanta misses out on a top prospect like AJ Devonta, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, or Caleb Wilson, strong options remain if they stay within the top 10? Could they get themselves Darius Acuff, Braden Burries, Kingston Flemings, Mikael Brown Jr., Keaton Wagler, or Wagler? The Hawks could also use those assets to explore moving for a really good player. If the Hawks draft a guard, will that affect McCollum's future? He's a 34-year-old who averaged 17 points in 41 games with Atlanta, posting a plus 11.5 net rating. And according to hoopshype, where I work, our real value suggests that CJ McCollum, who this year was making $30.6 million, is a player who's currently valued of 17.8. So a full mid-year exception, like $15 million, could be reasonable for a guy like CJ McCollum. For Kuminga, also McCollum in the first round poured in the second most points through 3 games in Hawks history. He could get a max of $115.9 million over 3 years, which he wouldn't get, but Atlanta is able to re-sign him and go over the cap using his bird rights. Kuminga's future is a bit complicated. They have 3 options. Exercise the option. Because he signed a 2-year deal, he's not extension eligible. Decline the option, then sign Kuminga to a contract with more guaranteed seasons but a lower first-year salary. So basically gives him job stability. Decline the option, let Kuminga walk. Atlanta would lose a key bench piece, a 6-man, could also serve as a trade chip down the road. In 16 regular season games with Atlanta, Kuminga averaged 12 points and 5 rebounds. Those numbers saw a slight bump with the playoffs. Beyond Johnson, no players have become more reliable than Okongwu. Starting 63 games at center, Okongwu posted a career-high 15 points, 3 assists, a little over a steal a night, and shot a career best 38% from 3 on a decent volume. With 2 years left on his contract, starting October 1st, he can become eligible to extend for 3 years and $76.6 million. The extension deadline falls on the last day before the 26-27 regular season tips off. Mo Gay is extension eligible up to 4 years, but he healed up to 3 years. Gabe Vincent as well. They need front court size and a backup point guard. In the playoffs, Atlanta's defense ranked second to last in second chance points and points allowed in the paint. They finished 18th in blocks during the regular season following the Young trade. The Hawks could also use a primary ball handler who can create off the dribble and attack the rim. I think bringing back Jock Landale, Asa Noel, and Onyeka Okongwu is cool, but I think they need like a massive behemoth. The Hawks own San Antonio, a pick in 2027, but still control 7 first-rounders and can trade 4 of them. From the DeJounte Murray deal, Atlanta will receive the least favorable 27 pick between Milwaukee and New Orleans, top 4 protected. The Hawks also hold a 2028 swap rights with Cleveland or Utah and have 8 second-rounders available. So that'll make things definitely interesting. And I'd like to hear what you guys have to say if you made it to the end. What do you guys think they're going to do and why? Till next time, guys. But peace out.